Want to know how to go from stiff to flowing? Stick around, and in the next few minutes, you will find out every body mechanics, weight transfer, everything from your breath to your shift of center of mass in order to make your lateral waves look professional. Hi, dancer. Welcome to bachaTUyYO. Hip waves, same principle, but the other direction. In order to start a hip wave, again, let's do it now actually on the other side, on the left side. So here I am, my neutral position, center of mass, neutral. I am going to my left side, and now in my bolero, I elongate. So now my center of mass is slightly lifted, but I am not ballooning, guys. Make sure you are grounded. I am elongated, but I am grounded. So there I am. As I release my weight, I sink into my hip. Bolero is my preparation. As I release my hip, remember to find your limit with the lateral hip isolation. And now my weight keeps dropping so that in my middle section, I am a little bit lower than at my sides. As I'm going to my side, the first thing that goes over there is my hip. And my foot, or my knees, my legs, are pushing me upwards to finish my movement. Or we want to finish on the other leg, it doesn't matter. So from here, if we sink into our hip, I'm pushing and pushing and finishing. This is actually the full finished hip wave. But the whole point is that in this pendulum motion, as our hip wave is happening, in the semicircle motion, our hip has to go to the side, down and middle, to the side and up. If I decide to finish, I keep pushing myself to the beginning side, where I began. Why my hip goes first is because if it's a hip wave, hip goes first every time. So as I'm pushing myself, the first thing that goes is a hip, and my upper body becomes a follower. A little pro tip for you guys, if you are doing your lateral hip waves, make sure that you are hitting your limits and not just descending down, okay? Descending down, making sure you're marking your limits. Descending down, making sure you're marking your limits. And please, please, please do not descend strictly to the middle. It looks a little bit awkward and your partner would be very confused. So it's not to the middle, it's straight with a hip outward. It's straight with a hip outward. Now, what happens if we do multiple hip waves? So we have two options, technically. We can do a pendulum, right? We can just stay in the low area doing a pendulum, or we can continue the circle and do the washing machine. So let's stick with the pendulum for this tutorial. Here we are on our left foot with our preparation, bolero. Now into bolero, I sink into my hip, marking the lateral limit, going down, pushing myself all the way up, but not all the way up. I pause here, I hover. My muscles are having nice, stretchy tension here, and I release my muscles again, following the gravity, letting the gravity take over. The only thing I'm doing here is making sure that my hips are going to the side, and then pushing myself again with my feet. Again, relax, push, relax, push, relax. Push, relax, push. This is how you know when ladies style like this, because we're feeling our lead is doing this motion with their feet. The same rule applies to your hip waves. So when we need to move our hips up and down, we never just pull them up and down. We need to push, use our legs to push them up and relax. Push them up, relax. Push them up. If you want to finish your movement, keep pushing, 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 pushing until your body aligns. Hold the bolero and back to your basic. Make sense? So if you had to do this from a basic, we would have looked something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are two easy ways to start your hip waves. Obviously, the one we just did, where I just prepare myself with a bolero on either of the sides and sink into my hip. Number two is we begin with a chest wave, and then we sink into our bolero. For example, if I begin with my chest wave, instead of taking my chest all the way over there, I just go up, and then I sink on the same leg directly down. This tells my center of mass that we are now transitioning to the hip wave. And then we can finish our hip wave like this. We can take our hip wave and finish it on the same leg, depending on your partner, depending on the music and what movement is coming next. So another very important and popular movement combining the chest waves and the hip wave is our V shape. Well, actually, I think it's more like a U shape, at least in my opinion. But it's called the V shape, and let us break it down. V shape is this motion. It's coming from one side to another, one side from another. We already know our pendulums. We already know how we need to go up by pushing the floor, right? So if we need to combine them, let's have the similar beginning. So we will all prepare down, going into the chest wave, and then sink into our pendulum. So let's say I'm going here, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see? I went into my chest wave, I went into bolero to re-prepare myself to transition to the hip wave. Now from here, I'm going to the hip wave, and it's not a pendulum, it's not a finished hip wave. What I do is I take my pendulum, and then I press myself up into a bolero. And imagine my energy, that center of mass, has to go up. And because my motion was coming from left to the right, its natural trajectory would be anticipated to go to the right. But because there's only so much of me that can go with it, it bounces off. Now I need to re-prepare myself with the bolero, sink back in, and upwards. Bolero, sink back in, upwards. Here, it's extremely important to understand that we need to re-prepare ourselves with a fully elongated straight bolero and not skew to the side. So full bolero, hip wave. Full bolero, hip wave. Full bolero, hip, bolero, center of mass pops, bolero, up, bolero, okay? If this concept is a little bit difficult, it's okay. Just keep training your understanding of center of mass and how your legs should be feeling when your weight travels up and down your body. Because when this concept is understood, all these shapes such as V-shape, head rolls, or different combinations of hip and chest movements will be much easier. So don't give up on yourself. Stick around. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And go watch other fundamental body mechanics breakdown here in this playlist. Want more tutorials like this? Subscribe to my weekly breakdowns. I'll see you there. The most common mistakes, super quickly. For chest waves, a lot of times we skip preparation and we just go immediately down because we never prepared down. Whereas we need to prepare down and go to the side, yes? Sometimes we get this mistake of people just pushing our heads down, which is okay, it's a styling, but it's best if it's coming from the hip wave that is unfinished, and then it's gonna look like we're leading with the head, okay? Mistake number 3 is applied to both hip and chest waves, because oftentimes people move both body parts at the same time. Remember that in sensual bachata, only one body part leads, the rest of your body follows, yes? So by leads, I don't mean it's like tough and stiff, it's just the first one to move. That's it. Everything else is gently, slowly being dragged by that body part. If it's a chest body part, and if I'm leading with my chest, the rest of my body will always be behind, flowing like this, and I activate my legs to push my chest forward and up, or side and up, side and up, side and up. If I have to move my hips and chest together, it's gonna look really awkward and your partner would be very confused. Both for chest waves and hip waves, most of the time people, again, break their body, creating this awkward S-shape looking bodies. Make sure that you don't have this anterior pelvic tilt. Make sure your chest is not popping forward. Your head is not in some awkward position, okay? So your face, your neck, chest, belly button, and your hips all looking in the same direction. As you execute your waves, doesn't matter which kind of a wave you do, we're always imagining that we are stuck between two narrow walls, okay? No rotation, as in this, rotation, 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 rotation. It's not a wrong movement, but it is not the lateral wave. Big mistake for hip movements, again, not holding your abs active and letting your lower back bend, big mistake. Other big mistake is not sinking to your lateral limit first and going straight to the middle. This creates a weird pulling sensation on your partner or on your upper body, and it's not very comfortable. Also, it doesn't really look good dancing. So make sure that you're always marking the lateral limit first, the lateral limit first. Don't push that lateral limit over the top. You don't need to go this much. Again, your body needs to stay straight. Lateral limit also means that we don't pass it, okay? We hit it, but we don't pass it. If you feel like you're doing this, or if you feel like instead of sinking straight, you're sinking downwards, it will affect your mass, or like how your weight is felt on your partner. So make sure you're watching out for that. By the way, I wanted to mention that all these waves that we are breaking down in these tutorials are fundamental, and that means this is the basic concepts you need to understand. There will be more evolutions, there will be more exceptions to certain rules, but as long as you understand this lateral limitations, understand how weight must travel and how weight must be supported, any wave you evolve from here, from these basic ones, will always look good and stable. All right, and our favorite section of this tutorial is our drills. So drill number 1 will be just the chest waves. We will start like this. You can choose the side you want to go to. You can either follow me facing you, or you can follow me facing the wall. So basic first, chest waves only. So we're gonna do little chest waves. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finish, 7, 8, good. Only one chest wave. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, basic, good. Hip wave, 1 hip wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basic. Pendulums. All 8 count pendulums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's go to our V shapes. V shapes, I would like to stick to the version that we practiced here. So we will be preparing down on the right side for me. You can choose your side. I'll be going on to my chest wave, going up to the bolero, and drawing my pendulum shape to another bolero. Pendulum shape to another bolero. And whenever I say we're finishing, finish the last movement and go back to your basic. It will look like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 1, 3, finish 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 1, 3, 5, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you still craving for more body movement? Then I have a perfect warm-up session for you. Check out this video to practice drill for the entire song, just the waves, isolations, and some body styling. I'll see you there. Fantastic! Today you've learned how to do your lateral waves like a pro. If you're ready to challenge yourself, go ahead and check out this entire playlist where you can do practice session drills for your body movement, footwork, and other types of styling. Otherwise, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you have that notification bell clicked so you don't miss when I upload another tutorial just like this one. And if you're ready to have more fun, go ahead and click to this video where we'll see each other in a minute. Love you guys. bachaTUyYO, signing out.